Hey folks, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. In the aftermath of our battle against Ketheric Thorm, we're checking in with our friends to see what they have to say about recent events. We met with Thaniel, we spoke to Karlach and Will. Let's see what Gale has to say about his near miss. If he'd been there, he would have had a chance to blow himself up and kill the Elder Brain, but I'm kind of glad he wasn't.
I think we've done rather a good thing here. A welcome change. To gift this land a sliver of hope amongst so much despair.
So yeah, this is this is a little bit tough. Tava sees Gale as a friend, but is aware he sees her as potentially more than that. But a good friend would not avoid a friend in need because of something like that. She would wait for him to express his feelings and then thank him and turn him down as gently as she could. So the fact that he opened up about his loneliness and his fear of the choice he has to make, I think she appreciates that. And she wants to give him an ear and a shoulder to lean on if he needs it. So I think we will choose this option here. I'm glad you opened up to me that night under the stars. Do you want to talk about it further?
Please. There is little more to be said on the subject. The best thing you and I can do is march on towards whatever awaits us. The end may be close. Time to reap what we have sown.
Fair enough. All right. You guys were going to save for last. Let's check in with Shadowheart. I'm not sure how she's doing. She kind of made a life-altering choice and then was immediately thrown into that battle with a fragment of a god. I'm not sure what she'll have to say, but let's see.
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comforting to know. You wanted something?
We've already said this to her, and she told us she needed time. Let's leave her be. So the only other one we can chat to... Oh, Jahir is here. We can speak with her. I don't know where Halsin's gotten off to. He's not on the map somewhere hiding, is he? No. All right. We'll check in with Astarion and Jahira, and then we'll speak to Isabel and Dame Aylin.
I have something to ask.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker-in, historically.
Okay, I wanted to ask about Cazador's ritual. You must be thinking about it.
The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind.
Sarcastic douche.
Why?
Yeah, this one occurred to me. All that power. You must be tempted to take it for yourself.
Well, of course I've thought about it. If I completed the ritual instead of Cazador, I'd get all that power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flayer.
And the souls that need to be sacrificed?
I don't relish it, but my siblings lured thousands of people to their deaths over the years. I doubt Baldur's Gate would miss them. Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting.
So what do you actually intend to do?
Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble, a little reclusive perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure.
Oh, both of these are interesting. We should ask around once in the city. Maybe someone's heard something. And Raphael's playing a dangerous game, giving you Mephistopheles' secrets. Yeah, this one's really interesting to me. Because Mephistopheles is one of the archdevils. I don't know what Raphael's status is, but messing around with them is extremely dangerous. What does Astarion think about that?
Mephistopheles is one of the lords of the Nine Hells. Raphael is not going to let any ire be tracked back to him. Perhaps Raphael even will gain from setting us on this course, who can say? All I know is I need to unravel the secrets around Cazador's ritual. And I can only do that in Baldur's Gate.
Fair enough. Okay. Let's see what Jaheira has to say. What exactly is her class? High Harper. Is she a bard? A rogue? Melee caster? I don't actually know what her class is. Oh, she's a druid like Halsin. Okay.
I would not linger in this land over long. But whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
Okay, not much to say there. One thing I have been thinking about, though, the Susur dagger that Astarion has here. Now, the silencing the target on hit is extremely useful against casters, especially because we don't have a lot of anti-casting tools in our party composition. We don't have anyone who can cast Counterspell. Shadowheart can cast Silence, and if we can ambush and kill things fast enough, it doesn't matter. But one of the problems with this setup is that the attack with the Susur dagger is the bonus action. It's the offhand attack. And we are frequently not able to use our bonus action, especially because if we want to position ourselves, we might need to cunning action dash. The Knife of the Undermountain King is amazing, but I'm less concerned about its damage potential than the buffs it gives us. The Organ Rearranger, which reduces the number we need to crit, and the Shadow Blade giving us advantage on attack rolls against lightly or heavily obscured targets. And the +2 is definitely nice, but I think I'm going to swap these. So we'll lose a little bit of damage and a little bit of attack on our main, but what this means is we can cunning action dash or do something else with our bonus action and still have the ability to silence a caster with our main hand attack here. So I really kind of like that. I guess, theoretically, I could be dashing with my action if I need to, but there's too many times when we need to use our bonus action for something else. So I think swapping these is a good call. We still get the benefits of its, like, specials when we have it equipped. We just lose out on a little bit of attack and damage having it in the on the offhand. And if we do make an offhand attack, we get that damage back, right? And our main damage comes from sneak attack anyway. So I think being able to silence on hit is very valuable, and we're going to need that in the fights ahead against the casters. So let's do that. I wanted to make that kind of clear to you guys that I made that choice. Let me know what you think. Is that the right call? Or do you think I should swap them and try to remember to use my action to dash and then my offhand to attack? Not sure. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on that. Here's the other people we need to check in with. Dame Aylin and Isabel. Oh no, I don't want to talk to you with Astarion. I want to talk to you with Tava.
Breathe deep and move.
All right, let's see what they have to say.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
Is she gonna kiss us? I guess that's fine.
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High, darling Isabel, is safe and well. Safe and well, and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
She is very intense, a goddess's daughter. Yeah. Well, I mean, I appreciate the blessings and the thanks. Where's the silver light, the moon magic?
Listen to the subtle vibrations of the Moon Maiden thumping within your heart chambers, friend. She works her magic there. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
Okay. There's still a great deal about you I don't know.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Are you really Selûne's daughter?
Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
Okay. Would your mother be willing to aid us in the fight against the Dead Three?
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aylin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
She has a high opinion of herself. How did you come to be trapped in the Shadowfell?
Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aylin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour, we each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while.
Jesus.
But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
She is so intense. So I didn't quite realize that she was immortal in that fashion. So the ritual, Shar's ritual to create a Dark Justiciar, they were killing her over and over for centuries. Gosh, that's awful.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
All right, she said what she wants to say. But, oh, she has more to say. This would be very important to Tava. You seem to know things about Shadowheart. When will you tell her?
In due time. Mother Selûne will tell me when the time is right. Painful truths should be handled with some decorum.
Fair enough. I guess, well, she kind of like is kicking us out after each interaction, but as long as we can keep going, I will.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
I have questions for you, Dame Aylin.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Right, I missed some of this before. We already had this. Okay, hold on.
Begone, friend. I have
How do you...
a darling
Yeah,
to
okay.
adore.
How do you intend to spend your newfound freedom other than adoring your darling?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
You should join my camp permanently. We can fight the powers of evil together.
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
Okay. So does that affect our Gather Allies quest? No, I guess not. All right. Well, let's check in with Isabel.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aylin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become by killing him. You set him free. You set Aylin free. And me.
You and Aylin seem to have a lot of history. What happened?
A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came
That
to
face.
our town, we were elated. Dame Aylin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
I think Tava knew how she felt about Shadowheart pretty damn fast. There's magic in a look.
That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew she was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aylin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aylin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
He'd become the chosen of Merkel.
I didn't know that then. But I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aylin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jahira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what.
Yeah, that was not that was pretty recent for you, not that long ago. So like maybe a month ago, you woke up from the dead? I guess it's pretty admirable that she, or how do I put it? She realized her father's evil and has come to terms with it very quickly. That's a remarkably sane attitude. I mean, you grew up a little girl, you loved your father, he was your life, he was, joy and happiness and safety. And then somehow you die, you wake up, and he's evil, and like a month later, you're willing to let him go, acknowledge that he became evil. I guess what she said was probably the strongest feeling she has. By killing him, we set him free from his obsession, his mistake, his choice to become a chosen of Merkul. And given the situation she was in, how shockingly fast everything changed, the radical nature of the, jump through time and the horrific revelations about her father, it is understandable that she kept that to herself.
It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aylin. She needs healing, rest. I'm grateful for your help, your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to, well, just to be.
Okay.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
And that's all we can say to them for now. So, other things we need to do before we actually go to Baldur's Gate is we are going to fast travel. We can't leave the shadow-cursed lands. I was going to go back to the top side, but I guess that's not viable. All right. Let's leave camp. And there's nothing else for it, folks. We've talked to who we need to talk to. We've kind of digested the results of the battle. We've prepared ourselves for what lies ahead. It's time to go to Baldur's Gate.
Lands are free of Shah. I hope I can say the same of myself. Soon enough.
Yeah, we still have the remains of Vlakith's hit squad here. All right.
The Absolute's army are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
So, after many, many adventures together, Tava, Karlach, Astarion, and Shadowheart set out on the road to Baldur's Gate, in pursuit of the Chosen and ready to face whatever lies ahead. What adventures are next? Let's find out. You're about to progress your adventure. Once you move on, you may not be able to return. Make sure to tie up any loose ends before advancing. Yes, we've done everything we possibly can. It's time to go. Okay, we've been sent to a campsite. I guess it's gonna force us to long rest here? Oh, now Aylin has something else to say. All right, let's go speak with her. If I look at the map, it doesn't show people who want to speak. What about the rest of them? There's Will, Carlock. I guess they're in their dress-down clothes. They're not in their armor. So we may not have the chance. Yeah, we can't leave camp. Damn, I was hoping to save my my elixirs here. Yikes. Okay. Well, not gonna happen. We have to speak to Aylin, it seems. Poor Volo. He would have been entertaining if he'd lived. I'm sure of it.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past. Being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed.
Yeah, this must be the pain in her hand. Aylin just spoke about a bond of pain, his pain inflicted on me, and she's saying that she like sensed a resonance between a similar bond that's been inflicted on Shadowheart. I think that must be why her hand sometimes hurts. Anyway, if Shadowheart wants us to see whatever's about to be revealed, open your mind to that sensation. Let's go along for the ride.
Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
Was he a druid? Is that her father?
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
Wow, strong revelation. So, they took the child. I wonder, so the wolf, she's got this fear of wolves, but the wolf was, I think, was her father, right? So he's either a druid who was wild-shaped or he's some sort of werewolf. The lore on werewolves is a little sticky, but in one campaign that I played in, at least, Selûne granted a werewolf control over its abilities so that it didn't go wild, so that it could use it for good. And she is obviously the moon, which is what triggers the transformation of lycanthropy. So he could be a werewolf, he could be a druid, but apparently the growling and the anger and the bristled fur was not aimed at Shadowheart. It was aimed at the Dark Justiciars surrounding her, trying to kidnap her. He was trying to save her. Aylin has revealed this part of the memory. And the bond of pain, maybe they're torturing her parents to control her? Not quite sure, but regardless, I mean, Tava is 100% on board to help.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
Spear of Night. I thought that was cast into the Shadowfell.
I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough, but I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Item received. Selûne's Spear of Night. This is legendary. Let's check this out. Oh, okay. So it's a +3 weapon. Grants dark vision. You gain advantage on wisdom saving throws and perception checks. You gain access to Moonbeam, a level 3 evocation spell that does 3d10 radiant damage. Call down a beam of light that damages any creature that enters the beam or starts its turn in the light. You can use an action to move the beam 18 meters. That's a pretty amazing ability right there. If she's going to concentrate for 10 turns, having damage with every action on her turn is this is a pretty impressive spell. And then she gets that once per long rest. Moon Mote is a class action. Illuminate the area around you with wisps of moonish light that make movement difficult for enemies and bolster your allies' damage. At the start of their turn, each hostile creature within the light must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or they must treat the lighted area as difficult terrain. Each ally within the light deals an additional 1 to 4 radiant damage on a hit with melee attacks. That is pretty damn impressive. And the +3 will help her out a lot, because she is not very strong. Not that she makes a ton of attacks, but wow, really cool. I don't know how to compare this to the Phalar Eluve. Subtracting from saving throws and the damage rider is nice. We don't get the damage rider here from Moon Mote, but it does grant difficult terrain and has the radiant damage rider as well, and it grants this Moonbeam spell, which is incredible. Wow, really nice. Let's send that over to Shadowheart. She should be the one to wield it if she does. I guess what I can do is, cause this is this per short rest or long rest? Per short rest, yeah. And then Moonmate is per long rest. So I can kind of toggle back and forth between these two weapons, maybe. I want to try this out for sure. And I like the idea of Moonbeam as well. Let's get her equipped with this for now, and we can trade them back and forth if we want to. Really, really cool stuff. With that being said, let's have Tava check in with these two.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. Pray, ask, and I will tell. What so mighty are her...
Yeah, nothing new there. Isabel?
Looking forward to a bit of rest.
Okay, nothing new there either. Let's go check in with Shadowheart, and then I guess we don't have a choice here. We have to take a long rest, so we will. Let's see what she has to say about what just happened.
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while.
Oh, I suppose if we have... I guess we have a new option here. I wanted to talk about our relationship.
Of course.
How are you?
Relieved, terrified, sick to my stomach. I can't keep my feelings straight ever since I spared Nightsong, defied Shah. I don't know what comes next. But at least I have you by my side.
That you do, girl. I should have asked to kiss her, I think. But maybe we'll get another chance. This, I think we've done before. You and I, we share something special. I want to talk about it.
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
There we go. All right, I think she could use a kiss here, and I think Tava's been waiting a long fucking while for this.
I thought you'd never ask.
Nice. Okay. Actually, one thing I can check here.
No time to dally.
They have... Yeah, look at this. Relationship is exceptional. Character is thrilled with and very easily convinced by the avatar. What about Astarion? Yeah, he's like a little ticked off at us because we haven't given him all the power and evil he wants. Karlach really likes us. Probably we could have romanced her if we weren't into Shadowheart so much. All right. So something may happen when we go to sleep. We're on the path to Baldur's Gate, but let's go ahead and go to bed and see what happens tonight. Nope, not you. Tava. Let's do it. Aylin and Isabel are just standing there looking creepy. Okay. Rest completed. We're now able to leave camp and go to Act 3. Looks like some folks have some things they want to talk about, though, so let's get that wrapped up. Let's check in with Gale. What does he want?
Your cheeks are flush. There's a twinkle in your eye. But I think I am no longer the cause. It seems you found your heart's desire. But with someone else. And who would I be to stand in the way of such a union? I assume you didn't come here to seek my blessing, though. Was there something else you needed?
Yeah, he was always more into us than we were into him, but I'm glad that he cleared the air. I hope we can still be friends. Shadow Bay?
Always at your side.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
Whatever you must do, I will be by your side.
Thank you. But I want you to refrain from foolish heroics. When the time comes, we'll be entering a nest of vipers. I couldn't bear to lose you. Not after everything. We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
And what's that?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Okay. That's Shadowheart. Karlach seems okay. Will's okay. These two probably don't have anything new to say. Jaheira and Withers are up here. Halsin seems to have disappeared. I don't know where he got to. Oh, there's like a whole area over here that we haven't really seen. This campsite is kind of huge. But I think what I need to do next is go through all my my camp buffs and such. Need to get Long Strider cast and freedom of movement and get some good berries and all that stuff. So, wow, this is a huge camp. It's like we could have 20 companions. I guess they're prepping it for gathering more allies. Oh, look at how big this is. Oh, there's a 2-poster bed with a fireplace here. Maybe we'll see some use for that later. Okay, so I think I'm going to cut the video here, and when we come back, I will have buffed and we'll be ready to head out for Baldur's Gate. So we'll see you in a second. All right, welcome back. We're back from buffing up. We're ready to go out and set out for the day and check out what the road to Baldur's Gate looks like. Before we do, however, I did explore this camp area a little bit more and found that Halsin is indeed here. I'm not sure where he was the last camp when we were just only able to speak to Thaniel, but Halsin here has a few things we want to talk about, so let's get into that.
I swear, I can already feel a change in the air. Like the curse itself knows its time is short.
So when will the curse actually be lifted?
I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready.
What happened to Oliver, exactly? Did Thaniel absorb him?
No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. Whatever they wish, I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a friend, once I'm gone. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. In my meditations, or perhaps in person, if the Oak Father wills it. I hope he does.
An interesting perspective. I'm glad I could help.
I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner.
What now? You've got what you wanted after all.
I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side.
Glad to have you.
And I'm glad to be had. Glad to be with you.
He's so awkward trying to hit on her but not hit on her. Okay. With that, all of our talking is done. It's time to head out. Let's get on the road to Baldur's Gate.
Curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
The land is healed. The curse is lifted. Feels good, man. An excellent denouement for Act 2. What a beautiful tree. So I wonder if we can go back there at all and explore it now that the curse has been lifted, or if we're just stuck on the road to Baldur's Gate. What, is he standing for a portrait?
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord. But there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prism bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Okay. Here we are at Worm's Lookout. Yeah. I really hope it's not going to force me to make another long rest here. Oh, I just burned 4 elixirs in 20 minutes buffing myself. Are you kidding me? Ah, that is bullshit. Oh man, that sucks. Alright, well, yikes. I guess I'm gonna call it here, guys. I guess we're gonna have to have another night of sleeping at the start of tomorrow's adventure, or next episode's adventure. And then we'll make our way to Baldur's Gate. I'm not quite sure where the army of the Absolute is. Supposedly they marched off down the street towards the city, but the city itself seems available to us. So we'll take a break here. When we come back, we'll do another long rest, I guess. And we'll see you after that. Thanks for watching as always. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.